At least 800 people are dead in Afghanistan after a powerful 6-magnitude earthquake jolted northeastern regions of the country. Rescue teams moved in hours after the quake. Hundreds of injured people are being transported to hospitals in the nearest city of Jalalabad. Reports say the earthquake struck just before midnight, causing tremors that extended from Kabul to Pakistan's capital, Islamabad. Now, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, more than 1.2 million people felt the extremely strong tremors. At least 2,500 people are said to have been injured near the epicenter in the east of Afghanistan, with many villages in interior areas being wiped out. My colleague Rahesha Segal has more details.
In an unfortunate news, a massive rescue operation is underway in Afghanistan after a strong earthquake flattened homes. This earthquake took place in Afghanistan, which killed at least 800 people. Well, the epicenter of the earthquake was 6.0 magnitude quake, which struck at a relatively shallow depth of 8 kilometers. It was 27 kilometers from Jalalabad in Nangarhar province there. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a series of aftershocks followed throughout the night, including a powerful and shallow 5.2 magnitude quake just after 4 a.m. local time. Now, Afghanistan is frequently hit by earthquakes, and that's because it is located over multiple fault lines, as you can see here on the wall. The fault lines, Eurasian tectonic plate and the Indian tectonic plate there. It is situated between both of them. And the Hindu Kush mountain range and the Pamir Knot are geological complex regions where tectonic plates meet. The collision here and the convergence of the plates result in the folding and faulting of the Earth's crust. And this complexity contributes to the occurrence of earthquakes in this region. And this is why Afghanistan is prone to earthquakes. Now, in October 2023, a 6.3 magnitude earthquake shook the Herat province there, killing more than 2,000 people. This occurred in 2023, and it was the country's deadliest in years. Then in March same year, in 2023, a magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck Afghanistan, and this happened in the Badkhashan province there, killing 13 people in Afghanistan and neighboring Pakistan. At least 8 people were killed after tremors then hit the Kunnar province there. This happened in September 2022. Magnitude 5.1 earthquake which killed at least 8 people that year. Well, apart from that, a shallow 5.9 magnitude quake struck the impoverished eastern border province of Paktika there in Afghanistan in 2022 June. 5.9 magnitude and killed at least 1,000 people. Many and thousands of them were even left homeless. And earlier in January of 2022, then a 5.9 magnitude shallow earthquake in the western province of Badghis killed at least 26 people, a 5.9 magnitude yet again. And before that, in 2015, more than 380 people were killed in Afghanistan as well as Pakistan when a powerful 7.5 magnitude earthquake hit the country in 2015, killing at least 380 people. Now, this earthquake ripped across the two countries, that's Pakistan and Afghanistan, in the year 2015, but the bulk of the deaths were in Pakistan, and that's the number, 380 people who were killed. So that's the gist as to why Afghanistan is prone to earth.
And shifting focus to the other big story we've been tracking, rescue teams in Afghanistan are racing against time to find survivors after a devastating earthquake struck the region on Sunday, which claimed over 800 lives.
The 6.0 magnitude earthquake that injured over 2,500 people as well has left widespread destruction and brought the country to its knees. The visuals show the aftermath of this deadly earthquake.
People can be seen desperately going through rubbles in search of their loved ones. Afghanistan has long been prone to earthquakes, and this very tragedy has left a trail of fear in the minds of people.
They're requesting the Taliban government to provide help to the victims of the quake. Listen to this.
The situation is still critical and an emergency. There are still slight tremors from the earthquake. May God grant goodness, but people are in a state of fear. Families have left their homes and gone out into open fields where they have been waiting since last night until now.
As part of the relief operation, Afghan military helicopters brought aid to the affected villages in the Kunar province and even transported injured ones to a nearby hospital in response to this devastating earthquake in Afghanistan. India has extended humanitarian assistance to the affected country.
Now, the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal shared images on social media of trucks loaded with sacks of rice and other essential food items being dispatched to Afghanistan from India. Additionally, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shankar spoke with Afghan Foreign Minister Maulvi Amir Khan Muttaqi, conveying condolences for the loss of lives and expressing solidarity with the people of Afghanistan during this challenging time.
Furthermore, the United Nations has allocated $5 million from the Central Emergency Response Fund to help victims of the earthquake. In a statement, it said that the United Nations and Afghanistan will spare no effort to assist people in Afghanistan.
In other news, a powerful earthquake of magnitude 6 has struck Afghanistan, killing 622 people and injuring more than 1,500. The earthquake struck at 11:47 p.m. local time on Sunday with its epicenter near the city of Jalalabad, near Nangarhar province, just 27 kilometers from the Pakistan border. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the earthquake occurred at a shallow depth of just 8 kilometers. According to the Afghan Interior Ministry, at least 610 people were killed and over 1,300 injured in Kunar province. In neighboring Nangarhar, 12 deaths were confirmed with more than 250 people wounded. Villages have been left in ruins with homes made of mud, bricks and wood collapsing during the tremors. The Taliban authorities and the United Nations have mobilized rescue efforts to hard-hit areas. Helicopters are transporting the injured from remote areas, with Taliban soldiers and civilians carrying the wounded into ambulances. Authorities say that the number of casualties is expected to rise as rescue efforts continue. This latest disaster follows a series of devastating earthquakes in the country, including a magnitude 6.3 quake in Herat province in October 2023, which claimed at least 2,400 lives, according to the Taliban.
More than 800 people are dead and over 2,800 others are left injured as a deadly earthquake jolted northeastern Afghanistan late Sunday night. The real death toll could be many times more, with reports of entire villages in the region being wiped out, with many rendered virtually unreachable. The epicenter of the 6-point magnitude quake, which struck at relatively shallow depth of 8 kilometers, was 27 kilometers from the city of Jalalabad in Nangarhar province. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a series of aftershocks followed throughout the night, including powerful and shallow 5.2 magnitude quake just after 4 a.m. local time. The provinces of Nangarhar and Kunar bore the brunt of the devastation, and entire communities have been flattened and hundreds of homes reduced to rubble. There is a desperate cry for help, where survivors of a devastating earthquake are pleading for urgent international aid. Take a listen.
This is Mazar Dara in Nurgal district. The entire village was destroyed. The quake struck at 12 a.m. local time. Children and elders are trapped under the rubble. We need urgent help. Our children, women, elders, and the dead remain buried beneath the debris.
This incident happened at 12 a.m. local time. Some of our people are still buried under the soil. We need urgent help to rescue them. We need ambulances, doctors, and everything necessary to save the injured and recover the dead.
The situation is critical. Rescue teams are struggling to reach remote mountainous regions where roads are blocked, communications are down, and mud brick homes have collapsed entirely. Helicopters are being used to airlift the wounded to hospitals in Jalalabad and Kabul, but medical teams are overwhelmed. Footage shows young children being fed in helicopters and residents weeping over the ruins of their homes. The Taliban-led government, along with UN agencies and humanitarian groups, deployed emergency teams, but officials warn the death toll is likely to rise as search efforts continue. The disaster adds to the burden on a nation already in deep crisis, as it faces a collapse in international aid, widespread poverty, and a surge in forced returns from neighboring countries. In October 2023, a 6.3 magnitude earthquake shook the Herat province, killing more than 2,000 people. It was the country's deadliest in years. Then in March the same year, a magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck the Badakhshan province, killing 13 people in Afghanistan and neighboring Pakistan.
Shifting focus now to Afghanistan. A magnitude 6.0 earthquake left over 800 people dead, thousands injured. In eastern Afghanistan, entire villages, in fact, have been reduced to rubble in many parts. Dozens of houses destroyed in what is being feared as one of Afghanistan's worst earthquakes. Several injured were recovered from the damaged sites and carried by choppers to the hospital. Other images showing a helicopter carrying casualties landing on the runway and soldiers rushing to help the injured with medical aid assisted by the locals. Rescue operations underway with teams trying to reach people in the remote areas hard to access and many pleading for urgent help.
This is Mazar Dara in Nurgul district, Azizabad village.